I'd like to start off by asking about the carpet. Is it in some way necessary for Agamemnon to walk upon the dyed cloth that Clytemnestra sets out for him? And why would she want him to?
Look. So you're asking why Clytemnestra is such a horrible bitch, right?
I'm sorry, but before we get into that, can I ask about the plot? I don't get it. This guy comes back from fighting the war?
I think you mean the Trojan
Right.
War.
And the first thing his wife does is kill him?
Well, not the first thing.
Well, close enough. Anyway, it's not exactly patriotic, is it?
Well, she was just jealous of her sister.
She was just a bitch.
I don't know. I think she probably loved him. Maybe a little.
He killed her daughter. He had it coming. Also, he was a terrible king and like a terrible leader and a bad guy, and I hate him.
Well, I'm sorry if this is coming from somewhere else, and I don't know if they have really thought about this. But the Achaeans, maybe this is not very clear, but I mean, are there really good guys or not good guys? I mean, the bad guys, I think.
Can we back up a little bit and talk about how, like, Clytemnestra is jealous of her sister? Because I think she has some real self-esteem issues, and maybe she's like misplacing her anger, and maybe she's putting it on Odysseus.
You mean Agamemnon?
Oh, that brings up an interesting point.
Because in the Odyssey, Penelope is faithful and waits and doesn't marry a suitor. But here, in Oedipus's play, the suitors kill him.
Yeah, this is a much darker picture than the one painted by Greek about fighting and then coming home. I like the other one a little bit better, I think. It's a little nicer.
Well, Odysseus didn't murder Penelope's daughter, did he?
That still doesn't explain why Clytemnestra is a bitch. WTF?
No, yeah, definitely, because after Lady Macbeth killed Macbeth, she said, out damn Spot or something. But Clytemnestra doesn't feel guilty at all.
I think you mean Macduff.
Wait. Can somebody tell me what those disemboweled kids were doing on the palace? That was kind of freaky, I mean, the kids with all their guts hanging out?
Oh, well, that part reminded me of the time when I went with my grandfather fishing on a lake. It was this rainbow, and it was really peaceful, and I caught a fish. And my grandfather taught me how to gut it. The fish was like, a representative of death.
That is not what I got from it at all. If you look at the Greek here, look at the Greek. It's actually very different from any of the English translations. Yeah. Cassandra's speech is so much more beautiful in the original Greek than in the English.
Yeah, what about that guy, that A guy, the guy with the A name? Yeah, he's really quiet, isn't he? I mean, he's totally whipped, LOL.
Well, maybe Clytemnestra is just the dominant personality in their relationship, because there's always a dominant personality in, like, every relationship.
Well, in answer to the opening question, is it kind of like in Hollywood? Because I can see Agamemnon being a lot like Tom Cruise, well-known and famous, respected.
Now, let me draw a line here. All right, now, if Agamemnon is like somewhere down here, this axis Agamemnon, where would Clytemnestra be? I think somewhere above, like maybe here. I'm not really sure.
Wow. That reminds me of the divided line. That's awesome.
Like, about leadership, your example reminds me of Brave New World by Aldous Huxley.
In that book, there are people engineered to be the leaders, even if they don't want to be. So what if Agamemnon just wants to be a potter or something?
We'll never know now since that bitch killed him.
The hand of fate, hastened by the hand of a woman, sent the former great king from a previous state of becoming into the abyss of non-being.
Agamemnon being